Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Shane Frost. You are watching Southern Sorcery. We have a special treat today. We have a little D&D box for our editor, Daniel. Wah, 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 wah. This man is the guy who makes all the fun videos happen, all the cool insert clips and things you like to see. That's all because of him. If you like what you see from Daniel, just give him a shout out in the comments. He would really appreciate that because he puts a lot of hard work into this. He said, you know what, Shane? I want to crack some D&D, the OG Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So, that's what we're going to do. 12 packs of collector boosters. We're going to open for you, Daniel. It's all for you! Nice. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a good weekend, staying out of the heat. The heat has been pretty crazy at this point. I'm already sweating right now, and I'm inside in the AC. AC runs non-stop too, so that's another thing. Let's get to cracking, see what he gets. We got Circle of the Moon Druid, a Potion of Healing, a Dueling Rapier, Scion of Staiga, Ingenious Smith, a Rust Monster. These are rough to run into, they eat your stuff. Forest, a beautiful forest. I like how the mechanics in these, it has like some D&D excerpts, like you would read it as you were like a dungeon master. As the sun reaches its zenith on the day of the solstice, a castle shimmers into view on the hilltop, just as the ancient text predicted. Thank you very much. A Zalto, a fire giant Duke, a Storvald, the frost giant Jarl, a meteor swarm, a mimic. Always run into those. You think they're treasures, and it's a mimic. A Jin Winseer. Hey, there's a Mordekainen. It's whatever. A Celestial Unicorn and a Guardian of Faith. I think it's a decent hit. Maybe I could be wrong. I didn't really look up prices. And a Wolf and a Zariel token. Yeah, I didn't look up prices before this, so I'm not 100% sure what the main financial hits are versus what's not. Probably should have done that. Bull Strength, Fate's Reversal, Hoarding Ogre, Devoted Paladin, Eccentric Apprentice, a Battlecry Goblin, an Island, an Ocher Jelly, Dragonborn Champion. That's what I always like to play when I first started D&D was Dragonborns. They were like dragonoid humans, as you can see. Get to wield a sword and be a dragon, so you can breathe some fire and other mechanics. Pretty cool. Guardian of Faith, a Baleful Beholder. Hey, there's a blue dragon. Not as cool as some of the other dragons, but it's still fun to see them in this alt art. A Volo, Guide to Monsters, a Cloister Gargoyle, and a Grazilax, an Illithid Scholar. That is a Mind Flayer, and he is flaying that guy's mind. Ouch. Then a Tomb of Annihilation, and the... Oh yeah, that was hit by the roller, you can tell. You can see that line right there in the middle. That's like the roller where the foil, it's like dead center too. It's pretty cool. Misprint token. If you've ever pulled a cool misprint card, let me know in the comments if you pulled something really cool that was like financially worth some money. I think people love that misprint stuff. I'd rather have just the OG like smooth looking print, but it goes for a pretty penny if it's a valuable card that's been misprinted. Thieves' Tools. You meet in a tavern. What do you do from there? Have a drink? Start a fight? What do you do? A Reaper's Talisman, a Mountain, Black Staff of Waterdeep, a Grim Hireling, Asmodeus the Archfiend, a Bluette, Neverwinter Dryad, a Dungeon Descent. Yeah, this is the awesome artwork they do in this D&D set where it's like the modules, and they reprint them on a card. I think it looks great. I'm a huge fan of it, honestly. An Owlbear, which is a bird specific to Dungeons and Dragons. It's legit just a bird that's an owl that is also a bear. So, yeah, pretty scary. And a Delina Wildmage with a treasure and a fairy dragon that got hit with the roller too. I like this set financially. It's kind of went back and forth from just what I've seen. Yeah, I think these boxes settled around like 120, 140, and now 160. They started out 200, so they've dropped, they've gone up. I think they're going to recover well because the D&D sets are just really fun and a lot of cool mechanics. There's the Owlbear in normal art, a Manticore, Zombie Ogre, Demogorgon's Clutches. You're in the clutches of the Demogorgon. A Brunner Battlehammer, Plains. A Minsk, Beloved Ranger. That's a cool card. Makes his little hamster friend here. Hooray! A Wing Boot. Froghemoth. An Arborea Pegasus. A Barrowan of Clan Under. A Zorn. a Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. Man, you hit so many of the module cards in a row there. I think they look great. I really do. I think the artwork is really cool. It just translates into magic cards very, very easily, in my opinion. A Meteor Swarm and a Devil Angel. That's a... and again, there's the roller, so definitely a common theme. So yeah, misprint tokens galore. Financially, I mean, you're looking for an old Gnawbone, Tiamat, Circle Dreams Druid, I think, is in this. Contact Other Plane. They're out there. Grim Brownie. Spoils of the Hunt. You find the villain's lair. 50 feet of rope. That's so specific to C&D. I love it. There's a Black Dragon. Whoa, Black Betty. Bam, bam. A Mountain. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I love to play this card in my Talrand deck. It's great. It's fun. Grave Endeavor. The Book of Vile Darkness. There's one of our first mythics of the day. Pretty cool legendary artifact. A Pixie Guide. Clattering Skeletons. A Lair of the Hydra. Love this card. Yeah, if you control 2 or more lands, it enters the battlefield tap, add a green, and then pay X and a green until in turn Lair of the Hydra becomes an XX green Hydra creature. It's still land X can't be 0, so you get to dictate how big it is by paying mana for that X cost. Very fun. Cradle of Baldur's Gate, and a Demilich. At one point in time, this was worth some money. I don't know if it still is. Like I said, I should have looked up prices, but here's a full art or extended art single frame mythic. Again, that's because it doesn't have these frames here. This like black out border. It just exceeds all the way to the end of the card. So beautiful. And the Dog Illusion with a Guinevere, I think is how you say that. I could be wrong. Again, it's very hard for me to pronounce some of these words because I'm just a simple-minded southern boy. I can say mashed potatoes and green beans and fried chicken real well, but other than that, I'm just stupid. Boots of Speed, a hired Hexblade. You find a Cursed Idol, plate armor, a Goblin Morningstar, a Forest, Triumphant Adventurer. Man, he had a good time. Look at all those treasures, and then that mad little guy back there. You took all my stuff. Bag of Tricks, a Vorpal Sword. This is a cool card. Yeah, so for 1 black mana, you can play it. It's an equipment, and then it has equipped creature gets +2/+0, and has Death Touch. And then you can pay 5 black, so 8 total. 3 of it has to be black mana swamps. Until in return, Vorpal Sword gains whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Equipped for 2. So yeah, much like in D&D, if you were to, I think, roll a crit on the damage or the hit, it's automatic, like beheading, essentially. So it's really cool they translate it into this game where it's just like, hey, I'm going to pay this mana, you dead, cuz, bye! Telerissa, Trey Lasara, Moondancer, butchered that one. Temple of the Dragon Queen, that's a cool card. I'll play that in my dragon deck, very specific to dragons. Hey, there's Eliwick Tumblestrum. She plays her lute and sings her songs. The frog is on her shoulder. And Evolving Wilds. Whoa! A full art foil. That's the coolest Evolving Wilds you can pull in the game. And there's a ton of reprints of this, so that's very pretty. And then a Werewolf Pack Leader. Cool. It's a human werewolf. And a spider and zombie. Let's move it on. Yeah. What's been your experience with this? Have you pulled things that you really enjoyed? Did you like playing the game where you can explore the dungeon, that mechanic? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Let me know. Talk about it. I think D&D, the set, is great, honestly. I think it was a home run. They did great with the art. They did great with the mechanics, Bag of Holding, a Keen-Eared Sentry, a Mountain, Lair of the Hydra. Again, this is the non-extended art that we pulled earlier, but the same land. A Netheress Puzzle Ward. Man, that is just... a Unity Malison? Sure. Chittering Skeletons. A Celestial Unicorn. Hey, there's an Adult Gold Dragon. This card, when I was playing like sealed and limited type events, this card is an absolute bomb. I mean, for 5 mana for a 4/3 with flying, lifelink, and haste, if it just doesn't get taken care of, I mean, it's so hard to lose when you have that. There's a Purple Worm. Reminds me of Beetlejuice when the sandworms are coming up. The Black Staff of Waterdeep. And a Dungeon of the Mad Mage and Goblin. So you can explore these different dungeons in this one. If you remember from Baldur's Gate when we opened that box, there was only one. You had the initiative. This one has 3 different ones you can explore. So I think it's really cool. The mechanics are fun. It's just something else added to the game, which sometimes mechanics are fun, sometimes they're I think those are fun. I could be in the minority of that, but Deadly Dispute, one of the better commons you can pull. As additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. You can just draw 2 cards and make a treasure. Everyone loves treasure. You're ambushed on the road. Oh no. Plundering Barbarian. A Baleful Beholder. A Hunter's Mark. A Ferde. Devil's Chosen. Sure. Swamp. Sphere of Annihilation. Cool card. Chaos Dragon. I'm gonna ring Chaos Trogdor.
But he was still Trogdor!
An Orcus Prince of Undeath, a Goblin Javenier, a Hama Pashar Ruin Seeker, a Zalto. Oh, a pretty blue dragon. There are cool dragons in this set. We just haven't pulled them yet. And a gelatinous cube. I love this in the I love the creature in D&D and this as well. 2 and a black. It has a feature called Engulf. When gelatinous cube enters the battlefield, exile target non-ooze creature an opponent controls until the gelatinous cube leaves the battlefield. Ooh, so it bloop, and just puts it right in that jelly. And then it has Dissolve, X and black, put target creature card with mana value X, exile with gelatinous cube into its owner's graveyard. So you just get to eat it up just like in the game. It eats stuff and just dissolves it right away. And then there's Tomb of Annihilation with a Atropal. Again, there's that line. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there, dead middle. Almost every token's had it. Tons of misprints here, Daniel. Hit that misprint market up and make your millions. Millions!
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion.
Darker Evil. Maybe I'm showing my age, I don't know. A Hobgoblin Captain, a Priest of Ancient Lore, Clever Conjurer, a Grim Bounty, Tiger Tribe Hunter, a Drider, an Elf Spider, half elf, half spider, just super creepy. Taking what I love in Magic, which is elves, and turning it into that. Just blasphemy. Blasphemy, I say! Dancing Sword, a Radiant Solar, Eye of Vecna, a Pixie Guide, a Direwolf Prowler. Hey, nice! One of our first big dragon hits, Inferno of the Star Mounts. Great hit! Ba-boom, baby! This spell can't be countered, so counter spells move it along. Flying Haste, and then you can pay a red. Inferno Star Mount gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. So if you have a way to make that happen, I've never seen it happen in a game. I would love to. Please tell me if you've had that happen to you or you've done it, because I think that is such a cool mechanic. A Direwolf Prowler, a Wish, and a Wolf with a Angel token. There's that line. So yeah, there's Inferno Star Mount, there's Eben Death, the Black Dragon. The big one is the green one. We want to see that one. We've got 3 packs left, so we'd love to see an old Gnawbone is what that one's called. Mordecaian's Polymorph, Spare Dagger. Can never have too many of those. Clattering Skeleton, Arborea Pegasus Portable Hole, a Ray of Enablement, a Plains, a Westgate Regent, a Wolfgar Icewind Dale. Oh, Dale. That's my good old buddy Dale. Just 3 in the sky. 3 for Dale. Dale Earnhardt's with references. Ha ha ha. Orb of Dragonkind, a Rime Shield Frost Giant, an Evolving Wilds, and a Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, this card's got some value to it, especially this module printing. Another one of those lands where it can become things. That's why they're popular. The green one is the Hydra, where it can become one. This one, you pay 4 mana until end of turn. Den of the Bugbear becomes a 3/2 red goblin creature with whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. It's still a land. So it's a land that can essentially become a creature that makes creatures. A Null Hunter, and there's Asmodeus the Archfiend in the extended art foil with a treasure and a zombie. All right, we got 2 packs left. Let's see a Tiamat. An old Gnawbone. I don't know, something crazy. Let's go. Let's make it fun. Let's make it like Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck. A Sulfai Knife Spy. Sharissa. Warlock class. Mountain. A Zerial. There's another Planeswalker. That's 3 you've hit. You've hit, I think, all 3. There's this little Spider Queen. Yeah, he's cool. I love how his Morning Star, whatever that's called, extends into the art of his name. I think that's cool how they did that. So it's not really an alt art card, it's just how they drew it. I think that's really cool. Rod of Absorption, a Grillax, a Goblin Javelineer, a Manticore, a Delina, a Lurking Roper, a Minion of the Mighty, and a Dog Illusion. He's cool in Dragon decks. He has Menace in what's called Pack Tactics. Whenever Minion of the Mighty attacks, oh boy, if you attack the creatures with total power of 6 or greater this combat, you may put a Dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Shenanigans! I've done it. It's wonderful. Let me cheat in this giant dragon that you weren't expecting to hit since this little 0/1 Kobold just came at you. Yeah. Alright, last pack. Let's see some magic here. Let's see some literal magic. Celestial Unicorn. So it's good when you see a unicorn when you're asking for magic. You come to a river. You can choose these options. I love how these cards. So you can fight the current, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, or you can find a crossing, the safe route. Target creature gets +0/+1 until end of turn and can't be blocked. I think that's cool. Eyes of the Beholder. This laser's just incinerating that poor guy. You're dead. Unexpected Windfall. Holla. Let me all like a treasure. Money, money, money. Money. Iron Golem, a green dragon, a Plains, a Rogue Class, Druid of Purification, an Instrument of the Bards, an Owlbear, a Displacer Beast, a Westgate Regent, a Jenny? Jenny? Is that a female Jinn, I guess? A Jenny Windseer, a Tasha City's Laughter full art foil, a treasure, and a Vecna token. Yeah, overall not a home run box, but not a terrible box either. All of these cardboard is coming to you, Daniel. Thank you again for letting me open this box on channel. This is all yours. Like I said, if you guys like what he does as far as the edits, please just give him a shout out. I think he would really appreciate that. And thanks again for everything you've done for my channel. It's grown exponentially. We're close to 100 subscribers by the making this video. By the time you guys see it, maybe we're over that. Maybe we've gone big, we've gone viral. I don't know. But again, thank you so much. If you want to be in these types of box breaks or want me to open up a box for you, please just hit me up. Love the support. Thank you again for everything you do. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Until we talk again, have a great day. Bye.